The South China Sea has become one of the most dangerous regions in the world.
The reckless act of Chinese warship chasing a smaller Philippine patrol boat has reignited tensions in the South China Sea.
Chinese vessels are blocking Filipino fishermen, chasing supply boats, and claiming waters that clearly belong to the Philippines. Tension has been building for years, but now the situation has reached a critical point. In response, the United States has sent warships into the area. This is no ordinary move. It's a strong message. America stands with the Philippines and is prepared to counter Chinese aggression if needed. The sight of these ships is both powerful and alarming, showing just how high the stakes have become for the region. For the Philippines, this moment is about more than defending its waters. It's about protecting its people, securing its future, and sending a clear signal that the nation will not be intimidated. In this video, we'll break down why this conflict has escalated, why the US chose to act now, and what it means for the Philippines and its allies moving forward. Before we start, hit the like button and subscribe. Sharing this video ensures more Filipinos and people around the world understand the high stakes in the South China Sea. The conflict in the South China Sea has been building for years and did not happen overnight. Chinese vessels have repeatedly entered waters officially recognized as part of the Philippines. Filipino fishermen have faced harassment while trying to fish in their own traditional grounds. Supply boats delivering essential goods to coastal communities have been blocked or chased away.
Chinese vessels, quote, chased and briefly blocked 4 Philippine ships on a resupply mission to BRP Sierra Madre in Ayungin Shoal, according to a report.
These actions have disrupted local economies and put people's livelihoods at risk. Each incident increased pressure on the Philippine government to act decisively. The repeated intrusions highlight the strategic importance of these waters, rich in fish and natural resources. Over time, tensions grew higher, and the international community began taking notice. Now the situation has reached a point where caution and careful strategy are essential. When reports of China's aggressive actions in Philippine waters reached the world stage, the United States responded swiftly. Powerful U.S. warships began sailing into the region, sending a strong signal of commitment and solidarity with the Philippines. Their presence was not just about military strength, it was a clear message to both allies and rivals that the Philippines would not face this threat alone. These vessels are among the most advanced in the world, equipped with cutting-edge radar, weapon systems, and defensive technologies. Their arrival instantly shifted the balance of power, reminding everyone that freedom of navigation cannot be dominated by a single country. For Filipino fishermen and the Philippine Navy, the sight of these ships brought reassurance and a renewed sense of security. Yet, this deployment was carefully measured. The ships were not there to provoke conflict, but to uphold international law and honor long-standing defense agreements. Every maneuver was observed closely, not just in Manila and Beijing, but in Washington and beyond. The presence of U.S. warships turned a local dispute into a matter of global attention, proving that where aggression exists, resistance is always possible. For the Philippines, this conflict is about far more than just territory. It's about protecting the lives and livelihoods of its people, especially the fishermen and coastal communities who depend on these waters for survival. The South China Sea is not only rich in fish, but also a crucial route for international trade, energy supplies, and strategic naval access. Losing control, or even being intimidated, could weaken the country's economy, security, and sovereignty. The Philippine government knows that every decision carries high stakes, balancing diplomacy with the need to defend national interests.
We continue to assert our sovereignty. We continue to assert our territorial rights in the face of all of these challenges and consistent with the international law.
Beyond the immediate dangers, the situation tests the country's alliances and international credibility. If the Philippines fails to assert its rights, it could embolden others to challenge its claims. On the other hand, standing firm demonstrates resilience, strategic foresight, and the determination of a nation unwilling to be sidelined. In the end, this is about securing a future where the Philippines can maintain control over its waters, its resources, and its place in the region. The U.S. decision to deploy warships goes far beyond one incident. It is part of a larger struggle for influence in one of the world's most contested regions. The South China Sea is critical for global trade, natural resources, and strategic control, making every move here carry enormous significance. For years, China has expanded its presence, building artificial islands, patrolling disputed waters, and asserting control over areas recognized as Philippine territory. This aggressive approach tests how far it can push before facing resistance. The United States, committed to freedom of navigation, sends warships to ensure no single nation dominates these vital waters. Every patrol, standoff, and naval maneuver signals a broader contest of power between Washington and Beijing. China seeks dominance over its perceived backyard, while the U.S. insists on open access for all nations, protecting smaller countries from intimidation. For the Philippines, the presence of U.S. forces strengthens security and sends a clear message that the world is watching. This confrontation is not just about islands or borders. It is a defining test of global influence, regional stability, and the future of Southeast Asia international implications. The arrival of U.S. warships carries a message that goes far beyond Philippine waters. It warns other nations that aggressive actions in the region will not go unnoticed. At the same time, it reassures allies and partners that the Philippines has the backing of powerful nations committed to maintaining peace and stability. Military presence, diplomacy, and international law are all working together to prevent further escalation. Countries across Southeast Asia are closely watching these developments, understanding that the balance of power here affects their own security. The U.S. deployment also signals that smaller nations can stand firm without being isolated. By showing support, Washington reinforces the idea that rules-based order matters. For the Philippines, this international attention strengthens leverage in negotiations and encourages cooperation with global partners. In the end, the stakes are not just local. They are regional, global, and critical for the future of Asia. While U.S. warships capture global attention, the Philippine military remains the backbone of defense in the West Philippine Sea. Filipino soldiers, sailors, and Coast Guard personnel are on the front lines every day, responding to harassment of fishermen and resupply missions blocked by foreign vessels. Their actions may not always make headlines, but their persistence ensures the country's claims remain active and respected. In recent years, the Navy and Coast Guard have increased patrols, improved coordination, and strengthened presence in contested waters. Although the Philippines cannot match the equipment of larger powers, its personnel bring unmatched courage, resilience, and strategic understanding. Collaboration with the United States amplifies their capabilities, providing access to advanced technology, intelligence sharing, and joint training exercises. Every mission becomes a learning opportunity, building readiness for the future. At the heart of the South China Sea conflict, it is the Philippine military that carries the real responsibility of defending the nation, while Allied support enhances their strength and reach. Amid rising tensions in the South China Sea, the situation has become a powerful reminder of the importance of unity at home. Filipino fishermen, Coast Guard officers, and communities along the West Philippine Sea all feel the direct impact of these challenges. At the same time, citizens across the country are watching closely, understanding that national resilience depends on solidarity. This is a moment to come together, not just in words, but in support for those protecting the country's sovereignty. Every effort, from local patrols to government negotiations, reflects a shared commitment to defend what belongs to the Philippines. It also shows that strength does not only come from military might, it comes from a united people who value their land, waters, and future. Filipino unity sends a message to the world. The nation stands firm, resilient, and ready to face challenges together. This shared resolve reinforces both pride and determination, reminding everyone that the country's greatest strength lies in its people. The arrival of U.S. warships in Philippine waters is more than a display of military power. It sends a clear message. The world is watching, and the Philippines is not facing these challenges alone. For many Filipinos, it reinforces the value of strong alliances and the importance of national preparedness. The lesson is unmistakable. Smaller nations must continue strengthening their defenses while cultivating trusted partnerships. This moment is not only about responding to immediate aggression, but also about securing long-term peace and stability. It highlights that the South China Sea is not merely a regional issue. Its security impacts global trade, freedom of navigation, and international stability far beyond Asia. For the Philippines, the situation carries both risk and opportunity. The risk lies in navigating tensions with a far more powerful neighbor, while the opportunity lies in demonstrating resilience, deepening alliances, and learning critical lessons for future security. Every patrol, every diplomatic move, and every strategic decision now carries greater significance for the country and its allies. The standoff in Philippine waters has shown just how quickly tensions can escalate and how fragile regional peace really is. What began as localized aggression has become a global turning point, placing the Philippines in the spotlight and reminding the world how vital these seas are. The arrival of U.S. warships was more than a show of defense. It sent a message that freedom of navigation and the protection of allies still matter. For the Philippines, this moment is a wake-up call. Every decision in defense, diplomacy, and cooperation now carries weight for the nation's future. True strength is measured not only by military power, but by unity, resilience, and strong partnerships. Citizens, leaders, and international allies alike have been reminded that the country can stand firm in the face of challenges. This event leaves lessons as much as it does warnings. The South China Sea will continue to test nations' resolve, yet the Philippines has proven that courage, preparation, and alliances matter. The world is watching, and the Filipino people are more aware than ever of their own strength. What happens here affects more than just one country. It resonates across global trade, security, and international law. The presence of U.S. warships is a symbol that smaller nations can rely on allies while building their own resilience. If this video helped you understand the stakes in the South China Sea, hit the like button and subscribe for more updates on issues that matter to the Philippines and beyond. Turn on notifications so you never miss a video that keeps you informed, aware, and ready. Together, we can continue learning, questioning, and watching history unfold.